Good morning, welcome to my channel this morning. It's Sue. Today for the first time I am re-filming a video. I actually filmed this little project a couple of days ago, and when I watched the video back, oh goodness, it was awful. I've been messing around with the camera angles and the position on my desk and all of that, and 2/3 of the video really were out of shot, or more or less, more out of shot than in shot. So I thought, right, we'll scrap that one and we'll go again. So here we are. Keep your fingers crossed for me. Let's get this one right. What I want to do is show you these little pouches. And because I've done a couple of videos, I've got a few. But what they are made from any size paper you like. This one in particular was made from an A4 sheet, and that's the size of the pocket that you get, which is perfect for a journal page, if that's what you want. But I think they make great little Happy Mail items. This one was the first one I made, and I made such a performance of trimming it that I ended up using washi tape to hide all of that. This originally was A4 size, but I cut it down. I didn't get it right, wasn't happy with it. So that's that one. This one was done with a clean, plain sheet of printing paper. So copy paper, basically. And it started out as an A4. And as you can see, I've decorated the front of this. But this is what you get, these two wonderful pockets that could hold lots of ephemera. All right, so that was the second one. This is the one I videoed, and we're going to make that one again. And this was another one that I made. I'm going to share with you because for this one, the same as these two, I made a gusseted gift bag. And it was from that the pouch was made. This one was made from an actual gift bag. This is the gift bag here. And it's an IKEA gift bag that I've had some years now. It was obviously, I bought it around Christmas time. It's got the Christmas elves on it. So I'm going to quickly, hopefully, without any fuss, show you how you can make these cute little pockets. Now, I can remember about a year ago, I think it was, Julie from Camellia Crafts, who I love watching. She does some wonderful projects. She made one of these, and she was inspired by somebody else, of course. They weren't new to her. I think the person who inspired her was one of the Dutch girls, Liesel, I think her name is. She's definitely on Instagram. I follow her on Instagram. So yeah, that's where it came from. That's how it originated. Okay, so this is your bag, and you definitely need one of these gusseted bags for this. And what we have to do is take off a portion of this base. We take off half of this, but we've got to be careful not to cut into this area here, the fold line there. And what I was doing was using my ruler and a craft knife to do this. Julie just used a pair of scissors. I'm not too keen on that idea for me because I'm not very good with the scissors. So I'm going to stick with what I do. I can always tidy up with scissors afterwards. So I just need to trim across the bottom here. Okay, take that piece away. Here we go. This is what we're left with. So you still have this piece here. This piece will become our flap. Okay, now the secret to this working nicely and opening nicely is to have this reasonably flush. Now this is where I've struggled all the way through. I struggled with that to get that nice. What I found easier was to open this out, which was the next step. Open that up like that. Then, if you open this piece, it's a little bit easier to trim off a portion of this with a pair of scissors. So I'm going to try and do that, and I'm going to try and do it in frame. Like I say, you've got to be careful not to get this bit. Once we get past there, open her up. Oops. Like I say, I'm not very good, even with the scissors, but we'll see how we go. Do it this way. Okay, then I'm going to just trim a smidge off here. So when we fold that back down, that doesn't impede this opening. Well, I'm a lot happier with that one. And actually you could put a notch in here too, which I think would help. So I'll think about that one. All right, so once you've trimmed it and you're happy with that, this is where you are. Hang on. Let's open it up so you can see properly. Probably take some of that off as well. Let's get rid of some of that. Oops. Okay. So, like I say, this is where you are more or less. You've got this piece open. You need to open this one up and flatten it out. And I could have taken more off there, but that's fine for me. Once this is flattened out, what we need to do, because this top portion equals the flap, what we need to do is use a brad to close our pocket. We use a brad and some twine. So you need to find the centre, or roughly the centre of your pocket. And I'd say roughly the centre of mine is around about there. And I'm just going to make a little slit to make it easy to get the brad in there. Okay, flip that over. Now I've got a brad here, and I've also punched a piece of card and put a hole in there. And I've done that because I think it just sits a little better with that piece of card on this, on the inside. And remembering that you are going to use twine as the closure. So the brad goes in from the right side and then thread it into the hole in the middle of this punch circle. The legs are getting ahead of themselves here. There we go. So then, both of them. Okay. And then we open the legs up, remembering that we want a little bit of play there. Doesn't have to be too much. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yep. And then I like to add a piece of paper tape over this area. Okay. So now that's done, I think I will also punch a little hole here, you know, a notch on this one. I didn't do it on the others, but I'm going to do it on this one. Just work out roughly where that needs to be. About there. Okay. I should have realised it wouldn't play nicely. Just trim that round. That will do. Okay, so back on track. Now what we need to do is fold this over. So this then becomes our flap, which folds once and then all over again. So I'm just going to double check. Yep, bone folder. So we'll glue this so you just need to add glue to this triangle on either side and across the top. Okay, glue that down. Do it on this side as well. So this is our flap, and we'll use the bone folder again for this. And then the next thing is to fold the bottom up. So open it up, fold the bottom up, and you want it just short of this line here, so that it doesn't get in the way of the opening and the pocket at the back. So again, we'll just fold it over. And this will fold down nicely. And then you twine around here to secure it. But before we do that, to make the double pocket now, we need to add a line of glue down here. Straight down the middle. Not all the way across, just needs to be down that middle section. There we go. So when you open it up, there's your pocket. It's not quite dry there. So let's put the twine on. This is where you hope you've left enough space. I mean, you could put the reinforcers on both sides, craft reinforcers underneath the brad here would probably have lifted it up a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. And then just enough to tie around. And that's your little folder. Now obviously if you were doing it on plain paper, now is the time that you decorate, and or do as per this one and just use some pretty decorative paper, you know, a digital, something like that would be nice. There you go. So hopefully now I'm going to have a look at this one and make sure that it I got everything in shot. And what I'll do is my next video I will show you how I made the bag for these. This one, and this one. Okay, I mean, nice for this, but also good as a small gift bag. Okay, looks like I've started my Christmas decks, doesn't it? All right, thank you so much for calling past today, and I hope to see you in the next video. If you're in Australia, I hope you're keeping nice and warm. It's gone really chilly here. And those of you in the US and the UK, hope you're enjoying your sunshine. Summer has arrived by all accounts. All right, see you next time. Bye now.